This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15 in the NLT. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash, the bondage to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Shalom to the Ophi-like men that scatter abroad, pushing this truth with all sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And also shalom to you very few sincere sisters that's taking heed and getting in order in these last days. I mean, brother Amawan, coming to the quick lesson, Lord, was edifying. Going into this lesson, right, from an end time headlines article, right? And it says, increased number of patients demand unv, right? Blood doctors warn of growing health risk, right? And it's funny because, hey, man, like I brought the scripture, hey, only the simpletons believe everything that was told, man. This devil told you that this was going to help you, right? And niggas was lining up. I remember the lesson on it. I was literally at the West End Mall. You know, these folks had a whole little tent thing, and it was a drive-through. You know what I'm saying? You just drive through and get pricked, and you keep going. You know, that's how most of them folks believe in it. But now, say, hey, look, now these are the effects. Now these effects coming out. Now they looking for, we're looking for unjabbed people. Nah, man, we got the common sense, you know. And I'm gonna go as low as to say, hey, even the one that didn't take it, they was considered wise. You know, it may not be in the truth, but they was considered wise. Like, nah, that shit don't even sound right, man. Free shot. I get all of these things behind it, free things behind it. Nah, that don't even sound right, man. It don't even add up. You know, but it said again, only simpletons believe every word. Right? I mean, it's like believe everything they're told, right? People's job was on the line. Man, you gotta be simple, man, to sit here and still go for it. You know? And that goes with family and all, man. You gotta be simple-minded. Right? When I say how long you simple when you love simplicity. You know? It says the prudent carefully consider their steps. Like, that don't sound right. This man giving me something free. This man will never give us nothing free. So what's behind this? You know, you consider these things. These things, you know, cross through your mind. You know? And I didn't even get to read into the article itself. You know? the title alone grabbed me. Right? But I'll read a couple paragraphs. It says, a growing number of patients across the United States are requesting blood transfusion only from donors who have not received the jab. A trend that medical professionals say is based on misinformation and could pose serious health risks, right? Hey, scripture say, who shall pity a charmer, which I will grab? You know? Who shall feel sorry for y'all now that y'all dropping like flies, right? Getting Bell palsy in the face. You know? Blood clots. Who should feel sorry when us servants of prophets have been warning you not to take this, right? Starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, man. I'm telling you not to take this, right? This was nothing but a precursor, right? A shadow of what's about to come with this MOTB. You know? Not to take this because, hey, you can't even tell what's in it. A lot of doctors have came out and said that. You know? And some came out and was just saying that it's things you don't even want to know what's inside there. You know, someone was saying diseases are in there. You know, pig urine. I was saying a good bit of stuff. You know, I'm not saying how true it is, but I know it ain't nothing in there that we need inside our body. You know, but it says healthcare providers report that some patients are attempting to screen blood donors based on their jab status, right? Because now they're seeing that they're in a fucked up situation, that the ones that got good blood is the one that's not jabbed, you know. But that's what happens when you so simple, you believe everything this man say. I hate when people drive so goddamn slow, man. Right? Shalakia. So it says, despite long-standing protocols that ensure that safety of the blood supply, It says experts emphasize that such requests are not supported by science and may delay urgent care. There is no evidence that jab people blood is unsafe. One physician said, noting that all donated blood undergoes rigorous testing before being approved for use. So it's all in all that these people are not trusting it, right? Now knowing that they took this jab, right? Their blood is pretty much like, I guess you could say, contaminated, messed up. So why would they go to another person that's jabbed up? But this is what happens when you listen, to Esau Edom. So I'm gonna grab a couple more scriptures. So here's the book of Psalms 55 and 21. It reads, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. See? And we seen this plenty of times, man. Right? Like I said, starting with the apostles, on down towards younger men. See how this man get down. Even in history, smooth words, man. But at the end of the day, war was in his heart, especially now. The Georgia Guidestone, before it got taken down, blown up into pieces, with to depopulate the world. One says to 500 million, or was it billion? It might be million, right? But correct me if I'm wrong, right? And with this jab, that was a easy way to get the ball rolling on it. Which we do know a lot of people have taken it. Right? But it says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. So that's how slick. Hey, the scripture said he's more versatile than any beast of the field, man. This how crafty he get, man. But war was in his heart, right? You see how he did the Native Indians, right? He had a hidden agenda. The agenda is showing now. It's being made manifest now that these people that took it, and now they on their deathbed. They looking for people that's not jabbed. Right, he pretty much got you people, man. It says his word was softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right, so from there, let me go to the book of 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Excuse me. So in the NLT, it says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. See? We are familiar with his evil schemes, man. His plots, his plans, his trickery. Right? We see how he gave out people smallpox, chicken pox. By coming at them real lowly, humbly, I guess you could say. Right? And then boom, he got you. Right? Striking like a serpent, man. So all you folks that fell for it, I mean, that's really just on y'all, man. Y'all heard, the brothers, as brothers teach, and let you know, hey, to not take it, man. If you have to lose a job behind it, oh well. Like I keep, iterating. I had, even with me, my manager at my welding job was like, you gonna take you can get the job? I was like, hell nah. I was like, you gonna fire me? Fire me. I ain't doing no shit like that. Oh nah, brother. You good. I ain't getting that shit either. I was like, all right, don't need, present it to me like that. Just say you ain't got to worry about taking it. And I would have left it at that. But thing is, right? We come to a time period where you got to know when to be rebellious, man. You got to be, in a time period we got to know when to really say no. Because if not, this man, these it's only gonna get tighter and tighter. Meaning the walls, right? For you to go against your integrity. But it says let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? We are well known about his devices, man. How he can get down. You know, we been knew that people gonna start dropping like flies, man. Right? But I'm gonna close it off from this right here in the book of Sirach 12 and 10. Excuse me. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. See? Because that's what it starts from. Right? Knowing who the enemy is. Excuse me. And it says, never trust thine enemy. Never. Not at one time. Not the slightest chance. Not giving him a, you know what? Fuck it. I believe you won't do no harm to me. No, never. Never. It says, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. See? Because he'll show you that I guess you could say he's so-called sweet for a certain period of time. And after that, nigga's gonna strike like a fucking demon, like a snake, man. You know? But it says, right, here it goes. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not altogether wiped away. You know? So he's gonna come crouch. He's gonna come with those. Hey, that's beautiful. I was thinking about it in my head just now. He can come with those little miracles, you know, and he's gonna try to deceive you with it, you know. But it says take good heed of him, you know. Right? It says let me go straight down to 13. I'm gonna close out. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such come as nigh wild beast? Right? Who should feel sorry for you guys now? Right? That you can't get unjabbed blood. You know? We told you that this man was a fucking devil, and he was gonna at any given moment he was gonna strike. Right? And you know, a charmer just going to what the people that, you know, playing with those snakes, man. Y'all played with the devil and y'all got goddamn burnt. Y'all played with the snake and got bit. You know? But I'm gonna close out with that, you know. Hey, I'm gonna just add in this. You know, learn from this. You know, because we come to a time period where he gonna present that MOTB. And it's gonna be way more smoother than what's going on. He gonna have you in a box so tight that's gonna be your only way out. If you're not smart. If you're not using the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding. You know? So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to give out honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Crocodile, Shalom.